Hello out there, it is Justin Love, your realtor here in the Okanagan. So, when is my home sold? I hear a lot of times when I'm talking with sellers and buyers, I bought a house, I sold my house. Sold my house, not my house. And when I ask a few more questions, I find out, no, that house ain't sold. No, you didn't buy a house yet. So when is the house sold? So let me talk about the process of buying a house. Let's go from the buyer's perspective. So you're a buyer, you're pre-approved for financing, you're going out and you're looking at houses. You find a house you like, you write an offer, you negotiate that offer back and forth, and then once the offer is accepted, it's just that. You and the seller have agreed to terms on a price and the offer is accepted. House isn't sold yet, but at this point, that is when I commonly hear buyers say, I bought a house, or I hear home sellers say, I sold my house. Wrong. You haven't sold anything yet. You have an offer. You have an accepted offer. There's few things that still need to happen before your home is officially sold. So in the offer, it's typically about 2 weeks to remove those subjects. Subjects are the due diligence items that you have to do. So again, from the buyer's perspective, you have to typically get your financing approved, do a home inspection, check into the title, look at the property disclosure statement, get your insurance order, take it to a lawyer if need be, get everything blessed and looked over, and again, that title review. Those are the main items that have to get checked out. And so if you're a seller, you're waiting for the buyer to do those things. The two biggest bottlenecks in any deal are title and the home inspection. But I digress. So that takes about 2 weeks for that to happen. At the end of that 2 weeks, if all checked out and all is resolved, then the buyer will remove those subjects, so take the subjects out of the offer. Then you have what's called a firm offer. It's firm because there's no more subjects. Subjects are gone. Everything's been decided, everything's been taken care of and looked at. The buyer's now saying, we are buying this house. At that point, you bought a house. At that point, you sold your house. At least for all intents and purposes for realtors. That's when you've bought it. Now you bought it, but the deal hasn't closed yet. And that's can be somewhat confusing and tedious, but you bought the house, it just hasn't happened yet. So once the deal's firm and we say it's sold, then there's typically another 4 weeks or so, at the very minimum 2 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks after that, when you are actually packing up and getting ready to move out, or packing up, getting ready to move in. Then you will go to the lawyer's office about a week before, and you're waiting for that completion date. That's the move-in date. That's also, if you're the buyer, I call it, it's the move-in date. It's when you get the title. And if you're the seller, I call it the money date. It's an easy way to remember. That's when you get paid. That's when the title and money exchange hands. And then the possession date, it's different in different provinces. In BC, typically you close on one day and you possess the next day. In Alberta, I know it's all in one day typically. In BC, we stagger it. You close one day, you move in the next day. So when have you sold your home? When you got a firm deal. If you're a seller though, when are you really, really happy? When it's the money date. That's when you get your money. That's the completion date. But you can say you sold your home on the subject removal date. So it's about 2 weeks after you get that accepted offer. So hopefully that clears things up a bit. So when you get an accepted offer, with my buyers and sellers, I always say congratulations on this great first step, because you haven't sold it yet. You got it's a great first step. You got the accepted offer. You're in the game now officially, and if all goes well in 2 weeks, then you will have officially bought that home or sold that home. So get that accepted offer, do those due diligence items, and then get sold or get bought. All right, any questions, absolutely let me know. I'm always happy. And if you like this video, please hit subscribe and sign up for the notifications. Tell your friends about me. All right, thanks. Bye.